Welcome to Kickstarter Talk. I am the voice of Written Sins, Mr. Anderson. These Kickstarters need you. Will you answer the call? This is your opportunity to fall in love with these Kickstarters. So let's check out what's on the show this week. Play is our kicker to end the summer. It's also our choice to begin fall, as the unofficial fall began this weekend at Labor Day. Because of constraints with hurricane preparedness, I'm only going to be able to do a shorter program today. With that said, we are going to take a quick look into Shadow Play right now before we go through the entire list, because we are not going to be doing a full rundown of everything and only certain ones. Make sure that we looked at this video. This is an amazing project in itself. I got to review it.
I used to be afraid of the monsters, hiding in the shadows, waiting for their chance to get me. Then I found out the shadows are far more than we ever imagined. They come from an impossible place, hidden from mankind's memory. Don't be afraid of what's hiding in the darkness. It's the shadows themselves who can kill you.
Now, this is a powerful story, and right here he's putting a note onto a picture that she painted of herself, where she let her classmates actually talk about what they thought of her in a one-word summary. Here's the amazing part about that, is that she was powerful and strong enough to be able to let people take criticism out of her, at her directly towards her, using art. So that is amazing. Very powerful moment. It is a great book, and it's all ages. It deals with monsters and witchcraft, and it deals with the angst of being a teenager. It is a great project. I couldn't be happier to call this creator my friend, who's also located in Florida, who will be having trouble this weekend, I'm sure, staying up with the Kickstarter. So if you guys could just give him a share, I would appreciate it. He might be trying to find cover evacuating. This is the week for those watching this video later, or if you're watching it and you're unaware, Florida is about to possibly get hit by a major hurricane, a Category 5. Some people call it a Category 6 hurricane. It's crazy. So this creator I know is a good friend of mine, Richard Rivera, and Alex, the co-creator, are both in Florida. So I wish them luck. We're going to get back to the list. Again, it's going to be a shorter show today. I apologize for that, but I have to get ready for hurricane stuff as well. So we're going to talk about how every dollar counts quickly. It's this simple, guys. Even with my Kickstarter, I need your support. It comes down to that. If you believe in me, if you believe in my ideas, it should be worth $1, right or wrong. Trust me, that dollar matters. It's a vote of confidence. I'll take that dollar. I'll take that vote of confidence, and I'll be thrilled with it. So please, give creators that you believe in a single dollar. Also, make sure that you're always supporting the veterans, and a great way to do that is to support our great partner, who's an affiliate of ours, and we couldn't be happier to be helping them. This is the Veterans Wife, Inc. We're going to be donating more than likely New York Comic-Con tickets to them. So look forward to that. Pieces of Me is about to end. It's a fantastic book. You literally only have a few minutes to go, 12 minutes to go. If you're watching this live, now is your time to do it, or it's over. So get off this video and go back. Pieces of Me by Markel Dupree. It's amazing. Amazing stuff. The Scissors Sister, it's a time-skipping assassin's allies with the friend of her enemy to get back into the story. This is a sequel. It is in desperate need of some support and some sharing. If you guys could do that, I would appreciate it. You got to watch the video. The art in it is fantastic. It really is a great Kickstarter, and I am very pleased with the art in it, the way it looks. It does look amazing. I definitely suggest checking this one out. Moving on, this week we have 10,000 Miles, a children's adventure journey. Fantastically done. The art in it looks amazing. It is a great, fun, all ages book. It's very important that we as a community support all ages projects. And as I was talking about with Dragon Con, with interviews that you will see coming to Written Sins soon as I can get them up with everything that's going on, it's important that we invite the younger generation to be interested and engaged in comic books. Please help make sure this gets funded while I'm absent due to hurricane traveling possibly. Share this and make sure you get it around for me. I would appreciate it. And you guys rock, of course, as always, for being so supportive and sharing things. The Eclipse. Okay, so this is wild. This is mine, and they call us monsters. And I'll be doing a video of this at the end of the program, and I'm going to go live again on Facebook. And for the first time at the end of this on YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to get to see an exclusive first look at the cover, and you'll get to see an exclusive first look at the comic book itself. The PDF is finally done. Me and Chuck Pinier, I think that's how you say his last name. I've never actually heard it out loud. Have done an amazing job of reestablishing I wouldn't call it really establishing as much as just going through it with a fine-tooth comb, making sure that we got all the issues out of the story that we could. We wanted it to be powerful, just like the art is powerful. You guys are going to get a preview of that. It's ironic, man. We started, and they call us monsters on an eclipse, and we're ending it with a hurricane. You can't plan that shit. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have made it go this way. As a personal plea, I'm very close to funding this one, and I just haven't had the time to really focus on it for once. I'm less than 200 away. I could really use you guys' help in supporting it. And I mean, like I said, I'll take $1 at this point. I don't have any time to focus on this with trying to get out of here. So I would appreciate all the help that you can give. You know, even a share. I would love a share. If you guys could do that, it would mean the world to me. We're going to move on. This is Jack Holder's Demon Rider. We're going to take a quick look at the Demon Riders. Very cool art. He has officially funded on a very, very enormous goal of $5. So no matter what, you guys are getting a book. So check it out. For those who know the name, Jack Holder is the creator of Spells and Taxes. It's a fantastic book. It's got a great video. It's yours to see now. Check it out today. It's on the list. Make sure you support it. The next one on our list is going to be about supporting the autism awareness. The new goal is to get autism awareness to show up at Dragon Con 2018. So every patch sold will go to making sure that they can travel to the 2018 show. Please help out. Support autism awareness by getting a patch or making a donation. You don't have to get a patch if you just want to donate money. They're more than happy to take that donation. Written Sins and I do not profit from any of this, just so everyone is aware and it's out in the open. This is something that we do to help support autism because we think autism affects everyone. The last arrival is, once again, 13 days to go. It is a project of Earth. It looks fantastic. You have to watch the video. It really is some good stuff. It basically has to do with these aliens trying to find a new planet to live. It's worth exploring. The art is fantastic. The coloring is out of this world, pun intended. It really is a great book. And once again, I believe that this is something that qualifies as an all ages book. Don't quote me on that one, but I do think that it's age friendly. Let's put it that way. Midgard, very interesting art, very different, not your usual art, which is awesome. I love new and different things. It's definitely something worth checking out. I wish we could spend more time talking about it, but I'll give you the pitch. Here's the pitch. Help them kick off this ongoing anthology about a fantasy stories exploring every corner of the rich, diverse, magical world of Midgard, a fantasy web comic. They have officially funded, so congratulations to them. Also, congratulations to Tits, which was on the list last week. Curse funded, Voda funded, and I believe there was one more, and if I remember it, I'll say it before the end of the program. Tomb of Horror, your Halloween edition, can be yours today, especially with this naughty cover, by just going to Kickstarter and pledging. And I do suggest it, and we do have a new one to the program today. But before we talk about new business, let's take a look at this amazing project from Kim Roberts. This is a great way to kick off your Halloween and maybe pair it with a book like called And They Call Us Monsters. Maybe. You know, you might like it, a little bit of monsters. As a matter of fact, there might be a way to get 3 horror books for your Halloween. We're going to have to find out in a minute. But before we do that, let's salvage for the salvagers. The Wreck Raiders, the complete trade-back paperback, is now going to finally be available. I know that for me, I've begun to really fall in love with paperbacks, with the trade paperbacks, or graphic novels, as sometimes referred to. I think this is awesome because it brings all the volumes together. This is a great way to get caught up with the book and see the fantasticness of it. Hats off to Bob Sally's always coming up with some ingenious, just, I mean, simply amazing Kickstarter rewards. He's a great dude, great creator. He's someone that I follow very closely. I think he's earned all the respect and earned all the praise he gets. He is a great creator. Please check out The Salvagers. Brand new to Kickstarter. It ends October 4th. And don't forget about Drakenstein. Drakenstein is half monster, half vampire. Creates himself a new bride with disastrous consequences. We were talking about it, and here it is finally now for you, the 3rd book of your horror Halloween. Get this, And They Call Us Monsters and Tomb of Horror to celebrate Halloween all now on Kickstarter. A fantastic new take on Dracula and Frankenstein. What happens when they're all one person? Very interesting indeed. I like the look of them. I love the fantastic creativity, and if Kim Roberts is behind this, I'm in. I'm going to be backing this project before the hurricane can blow through Florida. I'm going to make sure I get on it so I don't get distracted, because I want to make sure I have this. I think that, yeah, that's the end of the program for today. As I said, guys, we are currently doing the best that we can to bring these shows to you. I don't know why Allising. I always say that wrong. I'm sorry. It's the dyslexia. For some reason I can't get that word. I do apologize, but that's fantastic. Definitely check it. That's Emily Skye. It's a fantastic 22-page colored washed comic book continuing Amelia's haunting journey of self-discovery. And that other Kickstarter that I was talking about that funded was that Western that we were talking about for a few weeks. Congratulations to that team. I want to put it on Written Sins, but we didn't have the opportunity today with all the problems. Just looking through the list here to make sure we didn't miss anything. You guys can get another look. Are you one of us is what we always ask at the end of the program, so we're going to ask it again today. Are you one of us? Are you someone who is tired of the reboot culture, who is tired of all the nonsense of just having the same story retold and retold? If you are, this is your opportunity to see something brand new and different. Join Written Sins. Subscribe to our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join the group where if you post something, it goes directly to our site when our site isn't acting up and there isn't a hurricane chasing away the creator. And make sure to like our Written Sins book. That's it for now. Facebook, don't go far, because we're going to go back on and we're going to talk about And They Call Us Monsters. For the YouTube audience, I'm going to play the Projects of Earth Monsters video so you guys get a look at it. So we're going to come right back on to Facebook. But for now, YouTube, you're up. This comic book Kickstarter about monsters takes place in sunny Florida. Come and be reintroduced to the real-life Frankenstein, Mummy, and Dracula. Gentlemen who now seek a quiet retirement in sunny Florida after a lifetime of bias based upon their pasts that have now been turned against them by the silver screen. Now these misunderstood men find themselves in the middle of a string of murders that the police look to pin on them. These monsters will have to band together to seek out the real monsters of life and expose the evil that is always lurking right under all of our noses. This is, and they call us monsters. All right, guys, you are now joining us. We are at the end of Kickstarter Talk, and for the first time ever, at the end of Kickstarter Talk, we're doing some exclusive content. Unfortunately, we had to rush the show, so I combined this with it. So anyone who wants to watch it, it is at the end of this or on this video that is now live on Facebook. I haven't done a great job of promoting this. And it's my own project, and I was stupid for it. I kept putting it off, expecting there to be, the end of the week, I'll do it. And at Dragon Con, I'll get to talk about it a lot. And it just, nothing worked out. I'm not going to give excuses. I didn't plan this Kickstarter's promotion properly. I find myself behind the ball for the first time ever while doing a Kickstarter. I set this Kickstarter up differently where you guys can get a lot of cool stuff, and it's really cheap. And I think that really cheap thing is really hurting me, because looking back on it, at this point with 40 backers, Jax the Anderson already funded, and we had someone pull out on that one that actually wound up bringing that down. So I'm going to show you some exclusive content. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that can go along with it. As I said before, I don't have a ton of time to sit around and talk about this as much as I would like. I really could use your guys' help. I don't know why I said you guys like that, but I really could use some support. Unfortunately for me, I am Rob Anderson, who helps other people, and in this case, I can't help myself. Possibly because of the upcoming hurricane, so I am asking for help. I really could use some help. And here's why I think this book is fantastic. I'm just going to show you guys the cover. I'm going to show you some content, and I'm going to let you look at it. I wanted to answer the questions, and I'm going to answer them now off the top of my head, the 7 questions of Kickstarter. I know the first one is, why go to Kickstarter? For me, Kickstarter is an opportunity to bring my printing costs down. I never really ask anyone to pay for printing. I pay for, the art. I always try to get the book done, the book paid for. I try to get all the books, lettering and all that done. And that's not something I have you guys pay for. You guys are always trying to help me. And the printing of the art, the printing, the getting it. I pay for the tables. I do all that. This is just helping me bring this to life. And you can see the lettering is a little different. We tried something very different. I didn't want lettering to be perfect because it's a monsters book. I wanted the lettering to kind of have its own almost willpower where it winds up and how it curves around people. I wanted to try something very different because the art in this is amazing. It's fantastic. We had a whole interview about how he brought it to life and how amazing it is. And you guys really should check that out. It's an amazing journey. This book was just absolutely a powerful book for me because we got to get a throwback to kind of Scooby-Doo. Basically, these guys are going to be accused of these dead bodies showing up around their town where they're just trying to do it. Now, here's the cool thing about this story. This is not like the normal monster tale you're expecting. We very quickly in the beginning of this book, and that's why it's very wordy, we wound up at this dive bar where they all hang out in Naples. And they're all talking about this past event. But before we get into talking about it, then we meet the characters. We find out that they're not so monsterish and a lot more human than anyone expects them to be. With that being said, I also wanted it to be believable. I did a lot in this Kickstarter to make these characters, because a lot of people love monsters. These are characters that people love. And they've always wanted them to kind of be able to become heroes. And I wanted to give them that chance in this story. I wanted these monsters to become more human. I wanted you to look at them and see something. And one of the things I wanted you to see is that maybe we look at people the wrong way. We make assumptions about them based upon how they look or based upon what we hear about them, as opposed to actually getting to know them. And that was my opportunity, and that's why it was a project of Earth. That's why we called it a project about bias. Now, I mean, brought together, the art is fantastic. It's watercolored. It just looks amazing. Me and Chuck have done an amazing job of editing the story, making sure it's the best story that we can bring you. We played around with different fonts. We did everything we can. Honestly, this is a project I'm very proud of. And I want you guys to read it because I'm so proud of it. And I brought it to Kickstarter because I'm proud of it. And I'm not using Kickstarter as a piggy bank, because notice I don't ask for a lot on Kickstarter. I ask for the bare minimum. Basically, what I do is I consider how much am I going to be able to invest in a project. And as it is, as most of you who've made comics know, they're not cheap. So we invest money into our own projects, and I've done that. I paid for the art in this project. I paid for Chuck to do the editing for the project. Even though he offered to do it for free, I wanted to make sure that he walked away with a paycheck for the project. And I want to do that, and I want to keep creating these amazing stories for you guys. But unfortunately, I need to be able to bring some of the costs down. Now, by mitigating the cost on printing, by having you guys support this, I am able to bring it to my table. Asking you guys for the first time just for help. I'm asking just for share. You don't have to back it. It's not what I'm asking for. I don't want charity. Don't back it unless you believe in it or you believe in me, and then I'll take your backing. It's not what I'm asking for. What I'm asking for you is to share it for me while I can't, while I'm taking care of my family. Because right now I have to worry about my family, and I have to worry about what we're doing and how we're going to handle this upcoming hurricane, and I can't promote it. I know that put in the driver's seat of promotion for this, 4 days, I could raise $500 for if I was active enough and I was able to talk to the right groups. Right now, I need your help because I don't have that expended amount of time. As it is, I really need to get off this video because I need to get back to preparing my house for what could be possibly a very bad storm. We're hoping for the best. Hopefully, in the day, I won't have to evacuate, and I'll be able to actually go this weekend and talk about this. That would be fantastic. I would love that. But I need to ask you guys this favor right now. I need some help. This out there, and I need you to promote it for me. I need you to pretty much do what I do for all you guys for once. I just need people to share it. I need people to show it to people, and I need people to talk about it, and that's it. I mean, I think that if you look at it deep enough, you'll see there's a great reason to back it. I have that belief in it. I think we had 30 people read it, and out of the 30 people who read it, most of them loved it. And as a matter of fact, out of the 30 people who read it, already backed us. And the other half that didn't back us, I all got messages about, there being, issues here or there, or they had this, or want to know if they could buy a copy later. I understand money's tight, especially everything that's going on with the hurricane. We had to have 2 people back out. We would have been a lot better off if we didn't have a couple people back out. But, for those who know, Texas got hit with a hurricane, so that affected 2 of my backers. And I'm going to make it a mission of mine to send them a book at the end of this so that they have a book. And I told them such. I said, absolutely pull out. I don't care. I get it. You guys have Harvey happening. When you guys get settled, you let me know. I'll send you a copy. Don't worry about it. And that's what you got to do. But for now, I really need help getting this shared. If you share it, it'll get funded. I know that. I know I believe in it. I have to go. I wish I could talk about it more. I'm kind of a bad creator for not spending more time talking about this because this is such an amazing project. Honestly, I just kept thinking there was going to be a tomorrow. So if you learn anything from this video today, learn that there isn't always going to be a tomorrow you think there is. Shit happens. And it's been one of those months where there's just been a ton of shit getting in my way. And this is an amazing project, and it doesn't deserve to be punished for my short-sightedness on promoting it. So please help me out. I gotta go. Anyone in Florida, hold on. I'm just gonna YouTube. I'm gonna wish you good night. I'm gonna say stay on board with